Hi, this is Greg Hyland, and welcome to my weekly blog, Critical Tips. This week we'll explore, again, the 5 C's of selecting the most appropriate cleanroom wiper. The 5 C's are cost, capacity, cleanliness, chemical compatibility, and construction. I thought it would be a good time to talk more specifically about construction. So let's do a deeper dive. When we talk about the construction of a cleanroom wiper, we're basically talking about 2 variables. The first variable is what is the substrate material. Think of the substrate materials in terms of inorganic materials. Most of the inorganic materials are man-made fibers. And so when we look at the man-made fibers, what we're looking at is things like nylon knitted wipers, polyester knitted wipers, microfiber wipers. These are man-made synthetic yarns. The other consideration for construction in terms of material, substrate material, would be natural fibers. Your natural fibers would be a cellulose fiber. Sometimes a non-woven cellulose is blended with polyester. And then a very common natural fiber is cotton. So clearly there's a lot of substrate material. You have non-woven, you have cotton, nylon, polyester. One wiper that I admitted previously is a 2-ply, or commonly called a quilted polyester. And then at the high end of construction consideration is microfiber. So you have a lot of options, and basically consider the options in terms of natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are going to be more heat tolerant, they'll be more adsorbent, but they'll also be higher in particles. Let's talk a little bit now about the other construction variable. The first construction variable is what is the material. The second construction variable is the edge treatment. And when you look at edge treatments, think of first a knife cut. You can have a cold knife cut, which is basically like a guillotine, or you can have a hot knife cut, which is a wire. So you can have a cold or a hot knife. The hot knife is actually considered a hot knife seal. Then you can have a ultrasonic edge treatment. You can have a laser edge treatment. You can have a pressure heat sealed without ultrasonic or with ultrasonic. Let me illustrate what they look like so you can see under closer inspection. This is an example of what we'll call a cold knife or a guillotine knife. Under closer inspection, you can see that there are actually loose fibers from the edge of the wiper substrate material. So a cold knife is probably the least desirable for a cleanroom environment. Next step up would be a hot knife, or commonly called the hot knife seal. A hot knife seal is basically a corona wire, and the corona wire, as you can see, not only does it cut, but it does seal the edge treatment. So don't confuse the difference. A cold knife seal is a fairly dirty edge treatment. A hot knife seal is definitely a step up. Step up from the hot knife edge treatment is the ultrasonic edge. The ultrasonic edge is basically ultrasonically sealed by a piece of equipment. And you can see on this illustration, the ultrasonic edge actually has some depth to it. One step up from an ultrasonic edge is a laser edge. Now people commonly say, how can I tell the difference between an ultrasonic edge and a laser edge? A laser edge is literally the edge is cut by a hot laser. Think of the edge of the wiper as cauterized. How you can tell the difference between ultrasonic and laser is with a laser edge. If you take your finger and your forefinger, your thumb and your forefinger, you rub it along the wiper to the edge, you'll feel the edge of the wiper material is thicker than the middle. The reason for that is the laser basically burns the edge treatment. Finally, what was considered the cleanest edge treatment is the ultrasonic. So you can see the ultrasonic edge treatment along the fine edge, and then the pressure heat seal. And what the pressure heat seal does here is it literally takes the outside edge of the substrate, and it's a combination of pressure and heat. You fuse and you melt the fibers together. In so doing, you prevent any particles from being released if the edge is given any agitation. So just to summarize, when you're thinking about a cleanroom wiper and you're thinking about construction, you're going to want to first look at the substrate material. What substrate material is most appropriate? Is it a natural fiber or is it a man-made synthetic fiber? Then once you make your decision criteria around substrate material, what is the most appropriate edge treatment? Be it a cold knife, a hot knife, an ultrasound, a laser edge, or pressure heat seal. Thank you.
Sweet.